Okay, this video is to show you how to use our Hesk support system. This is the main page once you have logged into your account. Right here, up here, we've got our home button. You click this to refresh the page. Your users, you click on that. It shows you all of the users that we have and what their names are. To add a new user, you put in their real name, their email, username, password, whether you want them to have administrator access or not, click yes or no, and then set up their signature, click create user. And then that's all there is for that. Categories we don't use really very often. I don't even know if that's set up. General questions. Okay, we've got a little bit set up. We don't generally use them too much. Then our canned here are specific responses to frequent questions that we get, such as how to access downloads. We get a lot of people asking that. They don't realize, they don't pay attention when they finish their order that they have downloads, or if they've called in and we've placed their order, they don't get that message to download their downloads that come with their order. So we've created this how to access downloads. Another frequent question is how much water to use for drops, and another one was a frequent we had. I don't think it's so much right now. Are we purchasing basic diet detox kit? Okay. To create a new canned response, you keep this clicked, create new canned response, put in your title, and then type out your message and then save response. Or if you need to edit one, you click the edit drop-down box, pick one that you would like to edit, and there you go. Here, when you're creating new, you can insert new names and email tags so that we don't have to, it'll automatically personalize it for them. We put in their Hesk name or their email if you're wanting to show their email, and that brings it up all nice and professional looking. And here is our knowledge base. It lists all of our facts. All of our facts that we have been put into this knowledge base here. On the reports, we can click in here, and there are 4 different reports that we can choose from to kind of determine who's doing what. Gives a great overview of what's being done. We've got our settings here. They're basically kind of self-explanatory. You can go through there and check that out. Profile shows you your profile. You can go in and change anything in your profile if you need to. We don't use the mail. I'm not even sure how that works. Might be something to look into in the future. But to go back, let's get in here and see how we use this. We go to the home button. Okay. Right here, every ticket gets a tracking ID. That's how we track it. Okay. Tells us when it was last updated, the name of the customer, the subject. The status here will tell us whether if it's new, whether it was replied, whether a reply is needed, or it'll see right here, waiting reply. Okay, and this will tell you who the last replier is. The flag is priority. Sometimes people check that, other times they don't. When you get one that is a red flag, it's good to kind of check it first before, say, a green or a yellow flag, because that means that the customer wants instant help as soon as possible. All right, let's click on this request. You can either click on the subject link or the tracking ID link. Clicking on them will open up the page, and here it will show it's all located, formatted in like an email form. The good thing about it is that it keeps it organized so that every response, whether it be from us or the customer, is all tracked. It's all laid out so that the customer can see everything, we can see everything. We know the flow of the communication, which is a really great thing to have. All right, now up here in the top box, it gives you all the basic information pertaining to the ticket, what its tracking ID, the status, when it was created, last updated. What is it? Category, general questions. We generally don't mess with that. This will tell you how many replies, the priority, whether it was archived or not. We can archive them to go back and look something up. And then owner. This is what customer service rep is the ticket assigned to. You can, if you go into one and you know that somebody else is more capable of handling that question, then you can click on the assign to, click on the person's name, and then click assign. And that's how we would take care of that. This one is one, it's asking for more of a business related, something that just the customer service rep really cannot handle, so we would assign that to our lovely manager, Sarah. And click assign. And then let me go back to the home page and click on one that has been replied to several times, just to give you an overview to see. Okay, right here, here's another great thing that we can do, is this notes. We can add notes to the ticket between, so that everybody is apprised to what's going on with it, but the note section does not show the customer. The customer cannot see this section. So if there's things that we're working on behind the scenes, we can let each other know what's being worked on, what's going on, so that line of communication is still open. But if it's information the customer does not need to know, then it doesn't show up for them. It's just an internal tool that is great to have. This one, the customer was having trouble getting into the website, so I went in and reset her password. And here it shows what her original message was, and this shows my response. And then this down here, rated as helpful. The customers, every time they get a response from us, they get a choice to rate how helpful we are. Rated as helpful is great. That means we are doing a great job. And I think that is one of the reports that maybe can be looked up. It's something just to track to see if there's more training needed, what just to help us know what we can do to improve our customer service and give the best possible customer service to all of our customers. And that is pretty much about all there is. When you need to add a reply, if it's for a, say you had a download question, you would click on this how to access downloads, and you see right here it puts in her name to personalize it. That just saves us a lot of time not having to type in the same message over and over again. It's very great. Okay, if you need to add attachments, like sometimes we get customers wanting to return a product, we would fill out their product return form, save it with their name, click on Browse, and select that file, and then you submit your reply, and your reply will show up. It'll refresh the page, and you will see your reply listed right here. And that is pretty much all there is to it. The great thing is that we right now have it set up. You see there's 4 pages of open tickets. If you know for a fact that the ticket has been resolved, the customer is satisfied, there are no further problems, then you can click on that ticket and you can close it. You can select down here at the bottom, close this ticket, submit. Oh, you have to enter a message first. There's another way you can do this. Let's see. We go back to the home page. Click on, select the check mark, and then right here in this drop-down box, you can select mark selected tickets as resolved. Click execute because I know that ticket is resolved, and that clears it out of this list. This list only shows open tickets. The system is set up to automatically close tickets that have not been replied to every 15 days, I believe it is. And they just go into our archives. If you're looking up a ticket, you go in here. If you know specific details about the ticket, you can select here to find tickets, or if you want to show all tickets, you can click resolved, reply to, all but closed, or any status. And then click show tickets, and it'll list them all. And that is about all there is to the Hesk system. It's very simple to use.